All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to This Angels Tarot. This is going to be your reading for May the 5th, 2025. It's a lot of fives in today's date. Okay, some of y'all, my unk is over there on my dresser, so I don't feel like getting up going to get it. So if you feel like something is missing from right here, it's the unk. Ashe. But yeah, I hope everybody did have a wonderful day. I know today, somebody's drawer came up short, $75. So could have been some challenging day for some people. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I haven't forgot about doing your Jupiter moves to Gemini. Okay, that will be in the next couple of days coming up. Also, May the 15th, the sun will leave Aries and move officially into Taurus. For people who do not know, I do Vedic, Sidereal, or Jasti on my channel, not tropical, Western astronomy, or astrology. Okay, so for Vedic, the sun is still in Aries. So we still have some people that are so much in their ego, okay, being very boastful, wanting to be heard, seen, acknowledged, you know, in their conversation, in their actions, and things like that, right? But that soon is going to come to an end, right? There we go. Cutting the deck, Five of Swords. Talking about the number five and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yep. And then about the next 5 days, things are going to come to a end. Okay? All right. Because we're about to move into a grounding house. Second house of Taurus. Gonna be more emphasis on finance. Okay? Instead of ego. Let's see. Also, a lot more grounding effort when it comes to relationships, whether it's friend, love, platonic, whatever the case may be. We got Pisces. Saturn is there for the next 2.5 years. Again, with Vedic Sidereal, not tropical Western. And look at there. What came out, Taurus. Bottom of the deck is 6th house of Virgo again. Thank you, Miss Linda. Hey. Like I said, getting ready to focus more on your resources. Yes. Because the sun is about to shift there. Just told you that 3 minutes ago. Okay? So, getting more into the practicality of things. How is the practicality of your relationship with this person, these people, interactions with people on your job, for the people who work, the practicality of your living expenses, of your income. Okay, so it's about to be the sun is about to shift to Taurus, like I said. So the sun is going to shine light on your spending and also your saving. Okay, seeing and getting the results of your productivity from the last 30 days and also the next 30 days. So that will be May the 15th through June the 15th. Oh my gosh, we are flying through. We're already 6 months in almost. Let's not forget about K2 and Rahu that will be moving, okay, the end of May. So we got the cost of things. Using the most direct way also could be with communication, money, funds, moolah. Okay. Oh, let's see. So it's going to be a lot of emphasis on your money, what you value, what you own, and also this is going to be the sun emphasizing your emotional security. What you say, what you eat, how you're saying it, family, home, okay? And this is also going to be how people see you. People will start, as of May 15th through June the 15th, they're gonna look at you, can be as Pisces energy. Okay. They also could probably see you as a Taurus with the sun being there. It's not about getting in my comments, oh, I'm not a Taurus. No, that's not what I'm saying. People don't see you as your sun sign. They don't. Only you see yourself as a sun sign. Okay, but that's a reflection of you yourself. People see you as your rising and or your ascendant. Sometimes your moon, but mostly people see you as your rising. People do not see you as you want them to see you. Okay, you would like them to, but people don't. So people will start to either see that you're very practical, that you maintain your house, your home, your resources, your money, your income. You're very practical in your responses and what you say or how you will be saying things. People may also see you as very good work ethics with the sixth house of Virgo over there, willing to be a service or a help to other people. You know, the type of person, somebody comes up to you and say, hey, could you do this? Oh yeah, hey, what you need help with? Mm-hmm. You need help with planning this or planning that. Oh, how can I help you? You know, or let me take you to where the product is. I'm not just gonna send you off by yourself. Let me walk you over there, and we're gonna have a chit chat. Second house of Taurus. Okay. Um, People also may start to see you doing little bitty things or little things at a time. Okay, this also can be how you're about to get ready to operate in your life, in your home, that you're doing this little thing, taking care of this little thing, instead of doing everything as a huge procedure or a huge order. You're probably knocking out very individual tasks, okay, instead of tackling everything at one time. If you're not, you're about to. Now, let's talk about 12th house of Pisces real quick. It's going to be very good to trust your psychic knowledge. You may feel and say, well, I'm not psychic. Yes, you are. You have intuition. It's built in. Okay. Mm-hmm. You know how you get ready to cross the street and then your intuition stop you and say, look left, look right. Hey, before you walk out there, look left again. Okay. Or your intuition is like, don't walk down that dark alley. Mm-mm. Cross the street, go the other way, walk on the other side where it's lit at. Your intuition is built in. Okay. So trusting that is going to help you very much right now. Some of you also may be wavering or have been wavering in some type of indecision. Can be about a person, a relationship. Do I stay at this job? Do I leave? Should I move or should I not move? But your spirituality is about to kick it up a notch. Okay. Um, your dreams, your manifestations. I just talked about that and showing you my calendar journal book about a lot of prayer writing, a lot of manifestation writing, and your idealization, being a part of something overwhelming. What is something that's going to be overwhelming to you? That's going to be different for everybody. But something overwhelming can be um it can be overwhelming to you that you may not have to. You may decide to get into a relationship and it may become overwhelming to you about the indecision of it. Okay? Um Following your dreams, taking that step. You know, me releasing my calendar book journal, however you want to call it. Um that was an idealization, but I turned it into a book, a paper, and I realized that dream and I released it. You understand? So your idealization about a person, a relationship, getting married, your idealization about something. Okay. Now, before I put these out, let's get our little handy cards. Oh, y'all, I got a desk coming. It's gonna be a couple more days. So I'm about to get my desk back up. Ooh, wake up call. Couldn't wait to hurry up and come out. Something that you're really idolizing, fantasizing also can be with Pisces energy here. Dreaming of, I'm really thinking more of fantasizing. You're about to get a wake up call. Because you need to, not need to, I'm putting the information out there for you to be practical. Continue to do what you need to do. Focus on your resources, physical, monetary, job, career, education wise. Okay. But we're going to keep going. Hopefully there's not going to be a tsunami. Y'all know my cards give me stuff. The next moon is going to be May 12th, and they're going to call that the flower moon, according to the almanac. So we had compassion to come out in reverse. Some of you, it can be a wake-up call to stop having, that's rude to say though, but you may need to wake up and quit putting as much compassion into a situation and or a person, or idealization of a person, that you're thinking that they're more than who they really are. And you can be a very compassionate person, but you may be giving too much compassion to a person who is more of an idealization, more all in your thoughts, your mind, your manifestation, or you seeing it more as a dream. You're seeing yourself with this person, married to this person, back in a relationship with them. Okay. Now, I do see, like I said, it is some type of indecision here where you may not know if you need to actually be more compassionate. It could be a wake up call to you that, for some of you, you need to be more practical in having compassion, to allow yourself to be in a relationship and or to date, because you do have the Virgo energy over here of putting more work into something. Let's keep going and look at the top. We got partnership. Like I said, when K2 and Rahu move into Aquarius and Leo, it's a lot of things that are about to shift. Something that you know, that may become very overwhelming to you, because you may not have really thought that your dream would happen, or it was just more of an idealization to you, an idea, a fantasy, that it was not really ever going to happen. And for some of you, you may actually end up in a relationship or dating somebody when you really, look at there, connect, when you really thought that was farthest from your mind. Okay. So we got connect. Time to find your center. When you stay connected to your spiritual core, the best and the most advantageous path will unfold before you. And you see that spiritual core here? This is what I was pointing at when I said spirituality to the ultimate experience. So finding your center, helping you to stay connected, trusting your psychic knowledge here is going to be the best and the most advantage for you, for your path to continue to unfold. But you got to center yourself. You got to center yourself. Like I said, if this is about another person, a transformation in your life that is happening. We're talking about also of second house of Taurus. So something is about to ground here. Okay? Something is about to connect. And we got perspective, the Milky Way. Celebration, Three of Cups. Now, this could be the person you're thinking about, that they're finally, by the sun shifting into a Taurus energy, that they're going to become more compassionate, more open, more practical, coming out of that fire energy, trusting hopefully their psychic knowledge or their intuition, wanting to build and have that spiritual type of connection. Because again, that's what I was talking about with K2 moving into fifth house of Leo, which is a dating house. Okay, it's a going out, having fun, um, flirting, interaction, dating, going on dates, having adventures, you know. And the practicality can be the both of you being practical with each other and operating like that as a relationship. But somebody here is having a wake up call. Clarify the wake up call. We're definitely going to find out more. Was that the Tower or the Judgment? It was the Judgment in reverse. Scorpio energy. Somebody's not feeling pressured still right now. Not yet. And you aren't either. But that's about to change. The more that the sun keeps going deeper and deeper into Taurus' second house, you will become more practical in your thinking. Either you're going to leave this alone or you want to ground this and make it happen. So either way, that is the wake up call for you and somebody else. It doesn't matter if it's a reconciliation, a reconnect with the Three of Cups here, or somebody new that you're interested in, or they're interested in you. Okay. Talking about intuition, High Priestess here in reverse. Like I said, somebody's not trusting their psychic knowledge, and their wake up call also can be that you're going to be more practical and you're going to leave the situation or stop trying to connect with them because your perspective of it is going to change. The Judgment will turn into upright. Somebody here is not heeding the call of the messages that are being sent to them through their intuition. Now, I'm not quite sure on what level of productivity that this person has invested. I don't know the level of productivity that you have invested into this person. But again, Taurus is also linked to the Hierophant, right? So we're talking about relationship, commitment, a strengthening of a bond here. Give me something on connect. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, and the King of Swords. So some type of communication, talk. The Magician here, whether it's you or somebody else, is going to use the sword off of the table. Okay? Nothing before that is happening, or nothing is really being said or done or acted on right now. But when the sun shifts, it's going to go into the Magician, into the King of Swords. So the Magician here, which is a single person, can be you. You're going to turn into the King of Swords energy. Like, hey, we need to either connect, we need to have a conversation, we need to talk this out. I got some pressing questions for you, and I need answers. Because you could say I could celebrate on my own. I could be happy. I could move on. Um, and continue to do what I need to do. Because my future is going to be fine. I'm the creator here as a magician. So it's kind of like you're trying to figure out on what you need to continue to work on. It doesn't have to be a relationship. This can be anything that you are practically doing right now in your energy. You know, we all maintain our resources every day, which is keeping money in the bank, keeping money on the card, paying bills, paying rent, paying water, lights, blah, blah, blah. You know, driving a car, on the train. uh, Everything is practicality, everything is everyday life. And you will continue to maintain that because you're a very practical person. You're going to take care of your needs, your house, your home, and everything like that first. But in the back of your mind, you have this impeding epiphany about listening to your intuition. Okay? So, like I said, if this is the person here, they may also ask you something very important. And this is going to be a question here that will determine if how they're going to move next. Okay? Which either can be toward celebration or it will be a breakup. Okay? Because something is going to turn very serious here, and then something is going to get lighthearted. Or either this person, once you give them an answer or ask a certain pressing question or questions, this person may turn into a knight and they may leave. Okay? But it also can be pressing questions that you have. And once you receive those answers, this person may come towards you even faster because y'all could be able to connect. Okay? Now, some of you also may have an interview or decide to put in applications or talk to somebody very important here that you may have to chase or go after or attend to very quickly. As the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands for me is Sag energy. Um, you know, to be honest, for some of you, you may say, hey, I just want to celebrate. I just want to dance, celebrate, and just have fun. Some of you may be giving this discussion out to this person like, hey, I don't even want a commitment. Because now you got the Four of Pentacles. Whatever this is, if this is back to that person, they don't want to let whatever type of relationship y'all got going on, they don't want to let it go. They also could turn into this stubborn act where that they start to hold back and act stubborn and act like they don't want to come towards you, to see you, based on any questions that you may ask them or the answers that you may give them if they are the king of swords here and ask you something particular. Because again, this person can just be a knight where that they're needing to, with the energy of K2 and Rahu, to begin to settle down. But I don't think they quite or getting the memo of that yet. Okay, it may take a couple of months with Rahu and K2 moved, maybe toward the end of the year for they start to get to understand what's going on here. Okay, and that's probably going to be for a lot of people. But because you watch my readings and pay attention to readings, you already kind of know a lot of shifts and things that are happening. But it may take a while for this person to buckle down, to come out of this Knight of Wands energy where they just a roundabout. Okay, they move very fast. They could also move very fast into relationships. They like to be very intimate, quick with people or with you. They like to jump into relationships also with the Knight of Wands to a Four of Pentacles. This person also could be a person that once y'all are intimate, they feel that y'all are together. Now, a lot of people are not like that, but this person may be one of those people that once you date or become intimate with them, you're theirs. Okay, as a sense of possession. So be very careful with that. Okay. Ooh, she naked. We got the star card. Like I said, a lot of people's D9 marriage chart also will be opening with this Rahu and K2 moving. What did I tell you? Rahu is moving into Aquarius and K2 is moving into Leo. Leo and Aquarius is 1 and 7th or partnership houses, relationship houses. Okay. So you got the star card. Wish fulfillment here. Somebody will begin to realize that you are their wish fulfillment. Let me hurry up and cover her little self up. This also can be vice versa. You may find something practical about this person. That they're smart. They could be intelligent. They may also see you very smart and very intelligent. They like the way that you speak, that you stand up for yourself. You're very inquisitive. You know a lot of different things. Also can be very wise. You could be a great business partner or person. You can do and create anything. They also see you very outgoing and fun. You also could be, close your ears. You also could be, for some of you, a great sex partner. I see it, I have to say it. Let me get out y'all business. And actually, they will learn here to be a fool to let you go. They also could. I knew Miss Linda you was gonna put an emoji up. Let me cover her up. You got the 10 of. I need to get the markers to these cards. You got the 10 of Cups in reverse. So unfortunately, I see it. I have to say it. Some people here, it could be you, could be other people. That's why you need to listen to and trust your psychic knowledge. It's there for a reason. You mentally may feel like, do I want to do this? And you may talk yourself out of it. You may not even want to take this side road or curved road or down the hill, up the hill on this part of your journey, but it's for a reason. Okay? It's for a reason. As a wake-up call. We don't know all the way our full determined path or journey. And as a magician here, it's up to us, as above, so below, that we listen to the judgments of ourself and also our intuition. The judgment in reverse also can be, you may be judging this too much. You may be overthinking it for some of you when it's actually a star. It also could be this person, that they're over judging it, as the King of Swords may do sometimes. And because it may just actually be a fun, giggly, happy dance celebration type of person to hang out with. They make you laugh and things like that. This also could be somebody you meet in the near future, especially, like I said, with K2 moving into Leo. Your dating life is going to change. Okay? Now, if this person miss out on you or you miss out on them, you do have the 10 of Cups in reverse. And this person can miss out because the 4 of Pentacles, they held back too much. They were too stubborn to move, to budge, to grab onto this star of wish fulfillment. Okay? Because they wanted to run around and be a knight when they should be stepping into their King of Swords energy. They could still be a King of Swords, but they could play too much. They could play too much. They could play around too much with conversation, with words, talk around the situation, say everything but what really needs to be said. You know how people do. They say everything but what they need to say. Right? Very creative here, the Magician. See there, Knight of Cups. I don't know if this is you or them, but they can miss out on the whole buffet and rather go get a to go box. You see what I'm saying? Um, because it may be a overwhelming, don't forget that card over here, it may be an overwhelming event to you, where that, wow, okay, this could be it, this could be something I could do, this could be something for my future, this could be marriage, this could be something I wish for, or a person I can have fun with and date or whatever for a while. It don't have to be forever. It could just be starting out and see where it goes, right? But somebody can miss that whole emotional happiness and settle for a Knight of Cups energy. Okay, yeah, very interesting. See, Seven of Swords in reverse. Not surprised to see that. Let's just quickly throw a couple of I don't even know what to use. We're just gonna throw some out. But when we do the Jupiter moves to Gemini, which is a communication house, and Gemini is right here also in the Magician. And this is why I say they may miss out on the star energy of wish fulfillment, total healing. Because of the Four of Pentacles to a reverse Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups, they may not budge. And this may be only a wake-up call as a door of opportunity because of the sun shifting into Taurus, and also the great manifestation time of K2 and Rahu moving May 27th, the start of it. This is being set up, okay, as a door opening, but somebody may miss it, or they may want to try and start over with you as the Knight of Cups energy, you know, kind of breaking the ice, especially if this is a reconciliation. But if you're already like dating this person, they're not seeing the bigger picture. They're trying to keep it in Knight energy, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. But when you got the Star card in the middle, there should not be any Knight energy here at all. Okay? And like I said, this person may play too much. They may like being single, going out, celebrating, dating, doing everything. See, their relationship. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all watch my channel plenty of years. Okay? I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And this is what I was saying about a service to others. Okay? The work, the effort, the planting of the seed, the fruition, the results. Okay? Knowing and understanding, of course, that relationships is a full-time job. So some of you, you know, you could be like, well, I just want to stay a Knight energy. I don't want the full Ten of Cups. I just want to go out and have fun and have that type of relationship. I'm not ready for a Star card energy, Ten of Cups. But, you know, see their doubt. That's what I was just going to say. A lack of growth. Just because that may be something that you want to do, it may not consist of what your path consists of for your growth potential. Whether it's about relationships, growth to help you with your resources, because coming into partnerships, times are getting tough where things are getting more expensive and more expensive. So have consideration of a partnership in some type of way, and or relationship for some of you, especially if the person is very well kept as a King of Swords. They are very productive in their job. Whoever this is, they're a worker. They work. Okay. They like to maintain their resources. They're very practical. They also could be very intuitive, like some of you. And this actually could be both of you. And the growth potential for both of you actually can be what this Star card is talking about. Because you got some growth here that is coming in, whether it's feelings, emotions, mindset, business, growth, more growth in your intuitive sense, your psychic sense. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Like I said, this also could be this person that the insight, they're lacking the insight with the Four of Pentacles to stay a Knight of Cups instead of becoming the star. Okay? And the star is the growth, is the potential here, which is success. Okay? It also can be fame, celebrity for some people who rock with that stuff. It can be well known because when masculines, and I'm just going to use feminine and masculine, some people are same sex, I understand, but I'm going to use this as an example. When masculines find their star as relationship, it brings them success, it brings them productivity, it brings them acknowledgement. Okay, it brings them stardomship because of who they're with. Men will not just stand out on their own. They stand out even more when they're in a great relationship and they have a great partner. We also know the saying that, the woman makes the man look good. Who does he has on his arm? Okay, it makes him feel more successful. It makes him look like a star. It makes him feel like a star. It helps him also on the inside emotionally. And when that happens, it produces growth. It takes away doubt. It takes away denial. But I also feel it's the same way, vice versa. Okay. I also see the Chariot up under the Seven of Swords in reverse. In reverse. For some of you, love in reverse. All right. Bottom of the deck is patience. We seen that the other day. And let's see. I was thinking about these cards yesterday. That actually y'all was gonna get a reading of these cards by itself. Surrender to effortlessness. Surrender to stress, to relieve stress. Surrender obsessive thinking. And additions. Some of you may, with the star card, be going to an audition. It could be a job interview also, but it also could be like some type of audition. Modeling, actor, actress. On a physical set. We got a lot of Scorpio energy, and then surrender the habit of people pleasing. May not be you, could be also somebody else. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Not saying that you do this, but it could be people, this other person, whether they're family, friend, lover, spouse, where they're always trying to make their family happy, you know instead of concentrating on their self and what they want for their life and for their own success. They can always be listening to what their brother say, they mama say, the sister say, the auntie, the best friend that they hang around, and take those people considerations and information first instead of what makes them happy and what they want, listening to their own intuition. Also, whether you're at work, in your community, you know, you gotta stop the habit of people pleasing. Say what you need, say what you want. If you're not getting enough emotional contentment and you're only getting too much that Knight of Cups energy, hey, good morning, what you doing? Are you available? Let's only go out and have fun, but we're not gonna get closer and make this deeper. Say that's not what you want. So you can go ahead and cut it off and leave it. Okay? Because, obsessively thinking about it ain't gonna help. That becomes an addiction. This person also can be very obsessive in their thinking about you. Um, because they need to do something about it. They it's like they know it can be more, but they won't take it there because of their addiction to staying a night. Okay? Um and that very much could be an addiction. I think I may have an addiction like that of just staying like Knight of Cups energy and not taking things to a star or a Ten of Cups or a Hierophant type of thing. Now that I'm a perspective, okay. Now that I'm looking at this as a perspective, I probably am purposely staying in a Knight of energy, refusing to commit. So some of you also could be like that, okay. Some of you may be still when the sun shifts into Taurus. We have the addictions here to substances, food, people, sex, overworking yourself with the Six of Virgo over there. Take action to begin to heal these addictions and replace it with healthier alternatives. Yeah, me too, Miss Linda. And you also could be a very obsessive thinker about staying single. That's an addiction. Overly obsessively thinking of staying single. hmm Staying single also can be an addiction because your Ten of Cups here is in reverse. Surrender stress. Well, at least you are surrendering stress, or somebody will be. Probably when that sun goes out of Aries, because that's a lot of first house energy. So let's read these real quick. They're in reverse, so you're taking more deep breaths, or you will be, to exhale the tension that you've built up in your body and let the stress go as you come back into your center. And remember that center card about connect said about that, right? So stop pushing yourself or stop pushing too hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force a river or force a person. hmm And maybe because of that, it may turn into obsessive thinking because you're not stressing about it anymore. You're not trying to force it. Hey, Raymond, I ain't seen you in a while. Um, Let me throw out this card first, and you can ask one question. Please let it just be a general, and then I'm gonna get off of here. You said, "Oh, you're welcome." Only reason I did that is because I seen you on here before. Yeah, Miss Linda will take care of you. You can post it now. All right, let me throw out y'all doors here. We're gonna get 3 doors of opportunity. We love the number 3. Uh, both of those popped in reverse, actually. Will I hear from Fabi tonight? If not, when? Okay. Give me a moment. Let me finish your door, and I will pull you out a card. All right. All three of these doors actually came in reverse, but we're just gonna read them upright. So you remember I said about the walkabout? Nailed it. Um, I gotta read it like this, and I'll show you. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are the people. The earth is your tribe. In indigenous lessons, you'll find the will to survive. So I feel that this is what your person is going through. Some of you also may feel like this too, but it's saying that, just like I said about your discovery of your path, it's a sacred path, and you don't know all of your path. So keeping things away from you, refusing to King of Swords to talk, to explore, to allow different areas and different genres of growth, the star card, to happen to you, to happen in your life. Um, you need that. That's what we are here for as spiritual beings living a human experience. And you can't keep stopping all of your human experiences, okay? Because it's part of your path to unlock different levels of growth. It don't always have to be about resources and material and or money, but it's about the growth within the inside of you, okay? As you keep developing who you are as a person. It doesn't matter how old you are. We have the Odyssey. Take in the beauty of country lands and botany. Explore the wonder like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. So your person also can be, like I said, very Knight of Cups Wands energy. Where they may act like a gypsy. Like they like to come and go. Okay. But it's something in you. Some of y'all may see a glimpse of something in them with the star card, but it's something within you that they actually see you as the star energy, and this may be changing for them. All right, this is your other door. Three-eyed raven. A sunrise hits upon the dew. A messenger raven calls out with news. Sorry about that. Prepare for the unexpected. Okay. Some of you are not prepared for the unexpected, but I feel that it's about to happen anyway. Okay, let's quickly answer this for our person here. Oh, they do want to solve these problems, and they do want to ask you questions. So like I said, with the King of Swords already came out, I do feel that a conversation is going to happen. And when it does happen, or when this person comes towards you, it's going to come very quickly. You may not be prepared or expecting them to call and or to show up. Um, but they're going to be very clever. Okay. Um, they are or will be coming out of isolation. So if this person has been distant or acting distant, I don't quite sure or understand why your love cards is in reverse. Okay. But they may want to ask you, are you still in love? Do you still want to be in love? Do you still want this? Because all these cards came up in reverse except for your problem solver and ask questions. So this could be you, this could be them. And I'm going to give you a timing, just a moment. Because it could be that you're ready to really solve this problem about, are we going to still do this or not? Maybe both of y'all went your separate ways. Maybe you stayed more isolated or gone more than them. Also could be vice versa. Um, but this person, to me, has not been really exhibiting love messages or energy. Keeping this harmony more as a distance. very cold and isolating. That could be because the person is not innocent right now. Whatever that they're doing, yeah. See, the partnership card came in reverse. Breaking up of a contract, an agreement, an alliance. The closure or this is not over. So this could be what you're wanting to ask them. Is we done or what? Okay. So let me get the cards to give you a timing. I'm just gonna let you know this person is haven't been doing very truthful things, but that's at your discretion to believe that or not. I really do see though that the relationship is over, unfortunately. But for whatever reason, you still want to solve this. You want to ask questions. You're still curious of probably why. It could be 1 to 2 days, 1 to 2 hours, 1 to 2 weeks. These are both the same cards and they're giving one. So 1 hour, 1 day, this time next week. You also can add 1 plus 1 to 2. So the next 2 hours or 2 days or 2 weeks. But I'm true to the timing. So it's going to be either 1 or 2. Okay, because they came out together. But me also seeing the number 1, I feel again, unfortunately, you may be becoming single. You probably already intuitively know or feel this, but you're still wanting some type of closure or answers or to be able to ask or talk to them. You will though. You will. Just be careful if this person is not coming towards you. And this could be for anybody still, okay? Be careful of this person trying to come back for intimate connections. And this could be the time that you have a question to ask them, like, how dare you call me for intimate connections, or you just trying to come around me and you're not trying to commit right now. Um, you've been stubborn, you've been holding back, you know. So that can be your questions, but this also could be for somebody the questions they have towards you. But who or whatever this is, the person is still in a night energy. So don't really expect a reconciliation. They may try to come to you just to still have fun. Also can be intimately. But based on the questions that you have or they have for you, this is not the time right now for this love to be discussed or a partnership to come together. There's going to be a decision more toward the end of May when the shift happened, and we definitely need to move the sun out of Aries. Okay, so that still won't be until May 15th, and then after that it would be around May 27th. Okay, to really start to see some type of shift in you and or somebody. It don't matter who it is that's watching. Okay, all right, thank you for tuning back in. I appreciate you coming back. You can, whenever I come back on, you can always chime in and let me do know that they did contact you within 1 to 2 days, 1 to 2 hours, or this time next week, or this time the week after next. Okay. All right. Nice to hear from you, Raymond, again. Thank you, Miss Linda, for coming on and helping out. Don't forget, y'all, my link to my calendar journal is in my about section. It's also in the description box below. Um, I probably will come back if Miss Linda don't do it and leave a link in the and pin it in the comments. But I really appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow and we will be catching up to do your Jupiter, something that we really need to see. Jupiter moves to Gemini. Okay, so That's going to be about growth, expansion, relationships, entrepreneurship, and things like that. All right. Thank y'all so much. If I went too fast, make sure you always go back and rewatch it and listen when I say read the cards, look at how the cards come out. Okay? It's always best to watch it a second time. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.